Shalom and good day all, this is the Healing29 back again for an indie comic review, and for this indie comic review I'll be covering Assorted Crisis Events, Issue 6, followed by Death Dog, Issue 1. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So as we move into Assorted Crisis Events, Issue 1, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence, it does, to which I give it a 6.5 out of 10. No, I really wish they would have done something a little bit more with the puzzle side of things. Say, for example, like, give some clues of what's going to be happening in the book. But you don't actually see that, and that's why I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we follow the character of Sasha, and someone who is either related to her, or her brother, or something. It's not super clear. In regards to this story, and I think it could have been a little bit better. And we see that there's a bit of a condition that this person has in this particular world. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, we get to see, of course, the puzzle pieces that are used at the beginning. But we also get to see some of the changes that are happening with this character, even more so. Until, of course, we slowly reach towards the end of the story, but it's not the full end of the story. But we also get a bit of a celebration of this character's life. For the internal art, I give a 6.5 out of 10. I was really hoping this art would have worked really well with the story, but I definitely am looking forward to when the next trade paperback to this series comes out. Next is the area of the story rating, which consists of time, location, and cast. Did we get anything time-wise? No, we didn't. Did we get anything location-wise? We did get a location to, like, a group center, as well as a home and as well as an office. Next is the cast of characters, to which the only cast of characters that I managed to get their names were Sasha and Lucille. My overall rating for this is a 6.5 out of 10. I was really hoping this one would have been a little bit like a good next arc point. It's a little bit disappointing. That's why I gave it a 6.5. Some of the other stories before this, I think, have been a little bit higher. But we'll see how this next arc of next stories go. Whether I choose to continue to follow this series or not, I don't know yet. All I can do is just keep them rolling in until I say I've had enough. So now it's time to move into Death Dog. So as we move into Death Dog issue 1, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside with the story? Sure enough, it does. What you see here is what you get. To which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we move into basically the origin of what would be known as the Death Dog in this story. And we get to see, like, some of the experimentation that's taking place, as well as people wanting to destroy other people's works. As we move into the middle of the story, we have the character of the Death Dog, which has befriended someone who has actually tried to do the right thing, and now he wants to basically be the character's friend. We don't quite get the character's name yet, but hopefully we will get it when we move into, say, the next issue. As we start to move towards the end here, we do get to see how the Death Dog actually saves his life. from basically being kidnapped and thrown into like a form of human trafficking. There are some like additional stories to this, but I definitely recommend that you check this series out. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story rating, which consists of time, location, and cast. First things first, do we get anything time-wise? Yes, we do. 30 years from today, from yesterday, and also a 1 year and 364 days, so moving into like 2 years from the 30 years time period, and we're sort of like being caught up to what would be the present in this time period. Next is the location, since we have Pappy Jeff's that we get to see in the story, and of course, last but not least, the character of Death Dog. My overall rating for this is a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.